what's up? It is me. I am back. This is part 2 because YouTube did not want me to be great. If you are tuning into this one and you did not watch part 1, go ahead, rewind, back up, and go and watch part 1, or you might be a little bit confused about what's going on right now. But continuation, what's up? Introduction again. My name is Nadine. You can find me at www.EnticeDiamante.com or on Instagram at EnticeTheBrand or EnticeDiamante, etc., so forth and so on. So right now I am celebrating. I am celebrating completing 30 days of YouTube Live, my own personal challenge that I set for myself, and I'm really hyped and I'm really excited. So I was talking to you guys about celebrating your wins. It is so important to celebrate your wins. It is so important to clap for yourself. It is so important to support yourself in your dream and in your vision. And I'm telling you guys this from experience, because this road that I have been on, this path to, what should I call this a path to? This path to personal growth, personal development, this path to becoming a business owner, this path to becoming greatness in my own eyes, this entrepreneurial journey, this whole everything that I've been doing, that I've been putting in work with for the past 10 years. 10 years, guys, 10 years. I know what it is to not have no support from anybody. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I have been there. If you are someone that is like, yo, I don't even want to do this anymore because I've been struggling. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to do that. I feel like I'm not going anywhere. I feel like it's a waste of time. I feel like I'm not touching lives. I feel like I'm not being helpful. I feel like I'm not being successful. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just want to stop. But your heart is like, yo, please, this is what you are called to do. You just need to get yourself together. Everything gonna work out. You got to keep pushing. And even though you quit, something calls you, something from the deepest parts of you just shakes you, and you know you got to get back into it. You got to start doing what you got to do. You got to keep pushing, support or no support. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving forward. Okay? Support is not always easy to come by. Sometimes you got to push yourself. In an episode of Champagne Diamonds, actually my first episode of Champagne Diamonds, I did speak on failure and the reasons why I believed I failed. And a part of it was disappointment, because I figured that once I started something, once I started a journey, all the people that I had helped, all the people that I had supported, all the people I was cheered for, all the people whose back I had would be happy and cheer for me and support me. But that is not always the case, because hear what? Some people want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. They don't want you to do good if they feel like it is going to put you above them or before them or make you stand out more, or I don't even know. Like, I can't even really explain what it is why some people don't support people. I can't understand that because I was not cut from that cloth. I do not understand how that works. I do not understand the jealousy, the animosity, the hatred, all of that stuff associated with people trying to pull people. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, because maybe it's how I was born, or how I was raised, I should say, because my mom is loving, like, to a fault. Like, people will run her over and she's still showing them love. That part, like, I wasn't to that extent, but I mean, I was raised in an atmosphere where I was taught to love. You understand what I'm saying? And when I see people win, I clap for them, because I think it's amazing. Like, I don't see someone winning and bad mind them. I don't see somebody winning and being like, oh my God, I can't, like, no, like, why? There's room for everyone to win. And a lot of the times when we see people winning, people think that people just wake up in the middle of the night and then they just start winning. Like, it's a miracle. Like, oh my God, I just woke up, overnight success, I'm winning. Which I do think I touched on this topic a little bit in a previous video. But, I mean, that's not how it goes. It's not how it goes. People do not just wake up and start winning overnight. Like, it sounds good. The theory's amazing, but it's not a thing. So if you think that's a thing, I'm telling you right now, it's not a thing. A lot of the people that we see winning, they have failed 1,000 times. They have been hurt 1,000 times. They have been pulled down 1,000 times. They have had countless sleepless nights. They have tried project after project after project to be able to get to the point that they are now. They have had to do research. They have had to have patience. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, even for me, I wouldn't even say that I'm winning like that. But at the same time, I know that I have grown a lot, especially in my personal development. I have grown a lot. And that is why I clap for myself. I clap for myself when I win, because I cannot sit around and expect somebody else to clap for me, because I might be waiting until I'm 10,000 years old. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta clap for yourself first and foremost, because some people ain't really got you. Some people ain't really trying to see you win. Some people aren't excited for you. But then there are people who you will come across who are going to be excited for you, who are going to clap for you, who are going to support you. And that is amazing. That is amazing. And what I find is when you are that type of person intuitively, it may not happen overnight again. May not happen overnight. But eventually, if you just stay true to who you are, those types of people will start gravitating towards you. Because I'm telling you, there's been times where I would like help and help and help and help and never help anyone expecting anything in return. Help people genuinely out of the goodness of your heart to help them. And I have been there where I have helped just genuinely from the bottom of my heart, never expecting anything back in return. But sometimes you just think, you know, because you've helped people, that people are going to help you. Not that you help them expecting help in return, but you help people and you would think that people are like, oh, yo, Nadine's awesome, or Entice the Bomb, she helped me with this, she helped me with that, she's doing the thing, I'm going to support. You know what I mean? It doesn't always work like that, but I'm telling you, if you support people from the bottom of your soul, the bottom of your heart, not everyone that you support is going to turn around and show that same love back, but a lot of people will. And I'm very thankful for that. And you know what? A lot of times, it's not even the people that you think is going to support you that's going to support you. It's people that you were like the people that have supported me. And I mean, for every journey I've been on, for all the things that I have done, you know, in the past, like the business ventures, like all the hustles that I've been hustling and putting in work, a lot of the people that came through and helped me are people that I least expected. I least expected those people. It's the people that I expected the most to help me that did not. And the people that I expected the most to support me that did not. You see what I'm saying? So never go into something expecting somebody to help you or doing something for somebody thinking that, oh, this person's going to help me. Like, don't be an opportunist. Don't try to do stuff for people just for the mere fact that they going to do something for you, or you expect them to do something for you. Like, that's like, throw that out. Throw that out. If you solely help people with the anticipation and the expectation, cut that. Don't do it. Okay? Help people because you genuinely want to help them. Help them because you genuinely want to see them win. And when you're working and you putting in the work and you building up yourself, God, the universe is going to bring you people that will help you, who are like you, who genuinely want to see you win. Okay? So clap for yourself. Never expect anybody else to clap for you. That is the major reason why it's important to clap for yourself. When you clap for yourself and when you see yourself winning in certain areas, clap for yourself. Because what you think might be a milestone that you've achieved, somebody else may look at it and not see it as a milestone. Somebody else may not look at it and see the amazing stride that you have made. And I am lagging over here. YouTube does not want me to be great. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to it. So some people, like, success is relative. I spoke about this in another video as well. But anyway, success is relative, okay? What you think is a major win for yourself, somebody else may not see that as a major win. So that's another reason why it's important to clap for yourself, because you know what you're trying to achieve. You know your milestones. What looks like a little tiny step to somebody else could be a huge step for you. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. That should have been the name of this video. Clap for yourself. Another thing that I want to touch on is that where this morning the thought came into my head to make this the topic for today's live, but I'm like, this is a finale. I don't need a topic. I just need to chill. I just need to come through with my drinks and sip, and yeah. Yes. But anyways. Woo. Okay. Anyways, another reason why it's important to clap for yourself, or the idea, the topic that I have for today's video, was this. When you doing stuff, Don't do it for other people. And I mean, I was thinking I should probably do a completely separate video for this, but I'm gonna touch on it today because I think it's important. And like yesterday when I did the pantologist video, I was like, this video long as hell, this video crazy, nobody cares about this stuff, why am I even making this video? I was rambling, talking about all sorts of stuff about being multifaceted and being a pantologist, and I almost fell off my chair this morning when I saw there was a notification. I didn't get to check it, but I checked it before I came on live today. And there was a beautiful goddess on there that was like, thank you so much for this video. I've been struggling with this. This is the clarity that I needed. I don't remember her name right now, but I pinned her comment. Shout outs to her. Like, this is why I do what I do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes something will drop into your heart and drop into your spirit, and you'll feel like you got to say something, you got to do something, you got to address something, and you won't do it. And you don't know that there's somebody out there actually waiting to hear that message. So I'm gonna get into this topic a little bit. I might expound on it later. I have not decided. But what I need to say to y'all is, if there's something that you want to do, if there's something in your heart that you want to do it, okay? You can't be looking at other people for other people to validate your idea. Don't be looking at other people to, okay, within reason. I'm gonna step back and say within reason, because sometimes, like, if it's like a product that you want to sell, like you want to get into a business and sell a product, then you need to do your research, because don't think that because you have a product, people are going to come and buy it. If it's a product that nobody needs, nobody's going to buy your product. Like, it is what it is. So in that sense, do your research, ask questions, ask people. But what I'm trying to say is, if there is something that you want to do, like if you want to start a business, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a makeup artist, if you want to be a sports player, if there's something that you know you are good at and you are capable of doing, go ahead and do that thing. And I think this has been a theme for a lot of my videos lately, but I feel like I just need to let somebody know. Don't let anybody stop you from being and doing what you want to do. Stop giving a damn about what people think and what people are going to say, because that is going to be one of your biggest downfalls ever. You're going to stay in your same position. You ain't going to go anywhere, and you're going to be mad at yourself. You're going to be mad at everybody, but really you should be mad at yourself. I know these things because I have been there. I'm not going to tell you. See, that's one thing. I'm going to put that out there right now. I'm not going to get on a video and tell you some stuff because they sound nice and flowery. It's not going down like that, because I have to be accountable for what I'm saying. So if I say something and something is wrong, I'm gonna come back and tell you, yo, you know what I said the other day, scrap that. That was wrong. Hardest part of starting a business, in my opinion. Okay, I'll address that in a minute. But if you want to start, do it. Okay, the opinions of others will keep you bound. They will keep you in places you don't want to be. It's a dark place. It's a sad place. Don't care about what people say. Like, that is going to hold you back. Number one, it is going to hold you back in so many ways. I've been there, okay? So trust that. To answer your question, hardest part of starting a business. I wouldn't say that it's the same for everybody. I think it's different for everybody, because there's people that may have, like, hey, so one of the hardest parts for most people would be financing, having the money, having the capital to start up. But then there's people that do have the capital. There's people that have the funds to start up. So that wouldn't be a problem for them. You see what I'm saying? So, oh, you just coming through with all the questions? Give a girl a chance. Holy. Okay. So, I mean, starting a business, it's different for everybody. The difficulty is different for everyone. What I will say, in order to make it smooth, is to have a plan. Have a plan. And I have started without a plan before. And I've started without a plan a few times. And I've realized that it's not necessarily the best idea. Have some sort of plan. And that could be through writing a business plan, or it could just be writing down where you are and where you want to see yourself. Like, making goals to try to say, okay, you know what, this is the business I want to do, you know what I mean, and this is where I want to be in the next 6 months. Have some sort of plan together, and you got to research, okay? The hardest part of starting a business would actually be starting it, because a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people don't know where to go. This is why I offer brand discovery sessions. If you are interested in a brand discovery session, if you have an idea that you want to start a business, or you know you're really good at something and you're not sure where to go, how you can monetize your dream, holla at me. I can help you to discover a plan, create a game plan, so that way you can start making some coins off of your dream and off of your vision. Question number 2. You become with the question so quick before I can even answer them. Okay, so question number 2. Online versus offline, which one is better? Or which one is easier? Sorry, the comments don't stay up, so I can't reference what you asked. But I don't think one is easier than the other. I think one costs more than the other. To start a business online is very easy. All you need is, you don't even need a website to start a business online right now. You just need a social media account. So know where your target market is and create a social media account on that platform. So Instagram is really popping. For most businesses can get away with starting their business on Instagram. And what I like about Instagram is the community is very interactive and people are really friendly on Instagram. So I personally recommend Instagram. But then again, I am in the industries that I am in. I know that that's where my target market is. And that is why I personally like Instagram. It's mad chill. But I mean, if you are catering to a different demographic, if your product is for like really like old people, for example, then Instagram is probably not your best bet. You would probably want to have an offline business and try to reach that target market locally. Okay? That is my suggestion. Question number 3, my biggest obstacle in business. I mean, for every business has been different. One of the biggest obstacles for me would be time management. And the reason why I say time management is because I currently also work a full-time job. I am not 100% working in my company. Like, well, obviously I'm 100% working in my company, but I'm not full-time doing my own business right now. Right now, I do still work for another company full-time where they get most of my time. They get 9 hours of my day, Monday through Friday. And that can be a strain and that can be very difficult, especially when all you want to do is focus on your brand and focus on your vision. So that is one of the biggest obstacles, but it is an obstacle that can be pushed past with time management, knowing how to schedule your time so that way you can give enough time to your business as well as give enough time to your day job and give enough time to yourself, because that's a lot of things that people forget about, is having time for themselves. Okay, so with that being said, that's a little bit more difficult too, because for me, I am a hands-on person. I have tried drop shipping before as a business. And for me, I mean, it works for a lot of people, but for me personally, I don't like drop shipping because I like to be able to see the product. I want to see the product. I want to touch the product. You know, well, I mean, not for everything. For some aspects, I guess it depends on what it is. The majority of drop shipping, like if you're drop shipping things like hair extensions or makeup or whatever, I mean, to each their own. But for me personally, I like to maintain as much control over my business as possible and what's going out to the customers. Now, once I get familiar with a manufacturer or a vendor or whatever else, and I know the quality of the product, and once the company expands, well, then at that point in time, I can hire people that I can teach to say, okay, listen, this is what we're looking for. This is what it should be looking like. This is how you need to wrap the product. This is what needs to be done before the product gets shipped out. To relay that to a manufacturer or a drop shipper, it's not always the easiest thing to do. Now, there are some amazing dropship companies out there. Like, if you're someone who does t-shirts, or if you do like apparel and stuff like that, drop shipping is actually a good look. Drop shipping will work a lot for you as long as you can get the design. Make your design, upload your design, and get a sample. I recommend first get a sample and see what it looks like. Once you get that sample, you see what it looks like, then you can have them go ahead and do that. Okay, you had to ask the question before that. Your question before that was what? Because I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, outsourcing. Okay, so for myself, outsourcing, like I said, I don't really like outsourcing, but I mean, depending on your product, I guess I kind of answered that question already. Depending on your product, you could probably like for me, once my business grows in regards to LuxXO, what I'm probably going to step away from is the aesthetic part of it, like the designing part of it, because the designing part of it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to come up with cohesive looking branding and things like that. So for myself, I would probably hire a designer to do the website. I mean, I'd probably hire a designer to do the website, because that's what, like, they good at that. Hire someone to do that. The stuff that are difficult, the stuff that I don't understand, I want to get a certain grasp on it so I know how to handle it should I ever need to do it by myself. But ultimately, once things start getting busy, that I feel is very important, because your image, your brand image, your branding is an important part of your business. It is like your first impression. So for me, I would probably get a designer, a web designer, a graphic designer, or somebody to take care of the aesthetic part of my business while I'm working on other stuff. As well as a copywriter. Copywriters are basically the people that write your product descriptions and stuff like that. They're basically trained to know how to write about a product or service so that way it will grab the attention of people. So copywriters are also very important. So those are probably the first two things that I would outsource once the business starts to grow. And then, well, actually not the first two things, but those are two things that I would outsource and get other people to do. It depends on what part of the business is growing. Like, I mean, if the business is growing to an extent that I can't handle orders by myself, then obviously I would hire staff to help me with stuff like that. Okay? You are welcome. Sorry, I think you had asked another question, but I can't see. And this is the last question I'm answering because it's 25 minutes. My throat is like, girl, you need to chill. Next venture. Okay. Honestly, right now, I don't think I would start anything new. I think I'm at the point right now where I just want to perfect what I already got going on. So I don't see myself really starting anything new because everything that I have on my plate is kind of stuff that go hand in hand. Now, LuxXO is a beauty brand. There's a lot of things popping with LuxXO. Because it's a beauty brand, I kind of got to stay on top of things like having new products coming out, having pop-up shops, there's a lot of events and things like that that I would need to be continuously thinking about and creating for. So in that extent, I don't see myself coming up with something completely new. As Entice the brand, I do a lot of like brand discovery sessions with clients where I help them figure out their brand story, their brand message, and help them brand themselves on social media, help them brand themselves as a business, and help them to kind of set goals for themselves as a business owner. Some of the things that go hand in hand with that would be speaking engagements and, you know, doing YouTube and having a podcast and, you know, having seminars and e-courses and things of that nature. So all of that stuff is very time intensive. And for that reason, I don't see myself creating something completely new. I also have another brand called Style Pact, which is hibernating right now. But I have a vision for what I want Style Pact to be, but I know that right now I can't give Style Pact my full capacity right now. But that is more fashion based. And I know that I want to create a whole bunch of stuff around that as well. So me being one person and still currently working a full-time job, there's only so much of myself that I have to give out and invest into these certain ventures. Now, with that being said, if you watched my video from yesterday, I did say that I do need to work on a few things at a time to keep my mind engaged, because I'm low-key ADD. like my mind needs to be doing stuff, or I get bored and I'm just like I get really bored and it's a mess. So right now where I am, I'm good with where I am until I am self-employed. Now maybe once I'm working 100% solely as the CEO and owner of LuxXO and Entice the brand, and also EnticeDiamante, which is again more of an influencer base, where I get products from companies to try out, to promote, and things of that nature. That's where I kind of started. I started pretty much as an influencer, and I kind of branched into other things: an influencer, model, makeup artist, host, radio show host, and I kind of branched into some other things. Now, the older I get, the more I'm realizing the value of time spent by myself and working on myself and perfecting myself as a person spiritually. And I've really neglected a lot of aspects in regards to personal care. So I want to start spending more time on my personal care so I can be whole. I want to have a balance. Right now, I'm working on being balanced. So another venture right now, I don't see it happening. But, you know, things change. Things do change. But yeah, that's it for me. My throat is a wrap. Hopefully, I gave you guys enough value for today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank every single person that participated and helped me make this 30 days of YouTube Live a success. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate you guys sharing the videos. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much. This is where I was going to let you all know, does Entice the brand YouTube channel die? Is this the end of it? Or does it continue? It's going to continue. Okay. So I'm pleased to say that I will be continuing on YouTube. I'm not going to delete my channel. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to try to keep delivering amazing content for you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's about 30 minutes. My throat is tired. I need a rest now. So have a great night, and follow me on social media. The links will be in the description box below, so you guys can know when I'll be uploading new videos. Thanks so much for tuning in. We did it! 30 days of YouTube Live finale. I'm out. Have a good night. Much love. Peace.